Vine came downstairs in the living room. Bonzo was sitting there reading newspaper. He looked at Vine and Vine said, I'm going at Somi's cafe, grandfather. Okay, be safe and return on time. Last time you remember you came late. Don't worry, I will come back before night. Vine's grandfather nodded and Vine left for Somi's cafe. Vine don't like protocol, that's why she always go alone wherever she goes. At the cafe, Vine came inside the cafe and was greeted by her friend Somi. I was waiting for you, Vine. I know, I always come to cafe today just to get relaxed and to read while having a latte made by you. She chuckled and they both went on to the seat where Vine usually sits at the corner. Vine, no wait, I will also come with you for some time. Somi nodded and they both went towards the counter. They both were talking when suddenly many men in black came inside the cafe and surrounded whole cafe. Vine and Somi's attention went towards them, including customers. They all looked at each other. When Vine looked at the entrance, she saw there was a guy came inside whom Vine was knew, and that was none other than JK. JK came inside the cafe and started looking for Vine, as he knew today at this time she comes here, and there she found her standing at the counter wearing a peach colored floral frock. He looked at her and smirked, which got noticed by Vine. While saying that, Vine tried to go back at her place, but was stopped by JK as JK held her hand. Vine turned around and looked at his hand, which was holding her hand coldly, and there JK sensed that it wasn't a nice try. So he left her hand and said, how about you join me? Vine shook her head and said, no, I have some work and I like being alone here. And by saying that, Vine laughed and JK chuckled at her bold answer, but he was not here for that. He was here for her. JK took the coffee and followed her. Vine settled down but was shocked. To see JK that he came and sat in front of her. Van thought to comfort him, but before that, JK said, it's okay if you don't want to give a company, but I would love to have one. At the time I want something, I definitely get it. JK said, looking in her eyes with a smirk. And Ryan was losing her patience, as yesterday he was still making her uncomfortable, and today also he is disturbing us with those looks and smirk. But I don't want your company. It will be good if you sit somewhere else. Good girl, I will come straight to the point. Van looked at him with cold look, having no expression. Let's have a dinner together tonight. JK said calmly, and Van immediately responded, no, I don't want to have a dinner. JK looked at her with serious look, and Van's stomach touched. I'm not asking. I don't want to, and you are no one to order me. JK was getting angry with her feisty behavior, but still was enjoying it. May I know the reason? Van simple, I don't like you. JK smiled and said, no worries, just spend time with me and you will like me, just I do. Van looked at JK with same cool expression and said, sorry, I'm not interested. I would like to take my leave now. Van was again about to stand, but JK stopped her and asked to sit back, which Van did. You know what? I don't like those things who are easy to get. In fact, I like to chase to get those things. Just like I will chase you to get you. JK said with deep voice and Van replied with same time. I'm not a thing. JK smiled quietly and said, you are a trophy, a living trophy, which I would like to chase. And after that, I would like to put it in my bedroom in front of my eyes to stare all the time, just to remind myself the taste of my victory. JK knew Van was angry on him. He could sense that in her eyes. We will meet again. He winked at Wine and standing straight and fixed his jacket and left from there. And this time Wine was seeing him leaving the cafe and after Sumi came towards Wine and asked her, are you okay? What was that? Wine looked at Sumi and smiled softly. Don't worry, I'm fine. He was just laughing like an idiot. Splitting nonsense, nothing much. Wine didn't want to tell because she was her only friend and she has a habit to worry about Wine a lot. Sumi noted but still she was not convinced. Decided to leave this place because all the customers were continuously giving her attention, which she didn't like at all. After a few minutes, she left that place and went back home. Coming to take her or to claim her, because one thing was sure in his case that the girl named Mine was made for him, made for the Mafia King. JK closed his eyes, inhaling the toxic smoke, and then he opened his eyes and said in deep voice, looking at the ceiling. You are not the perfect girl. You annoy me. You make me pissed off. You say stupid stuff on my face. But all that aside, I know I will not find anyone like you. I will claim you for me. Just wait and watch. Yeah, look, I came back on time. Bonza smiled and said, go and freshen up and come downstairs and have some refreshment. Vine nodded and went upstairs. After 2 days, in those 2 days, Jake and Vine didn't interacted with each other, not even a single time, as Vine was at home for 2 days, but today she was all ready to go to library because twice in a week she visits library and read because she loves to. She has shrugged JK threat to her and now she thinks that it was the last time she met him, but she didn't know what was coming for her today. Vine got ready and went towards the library. Vine came inside the library and settled at the last desk, although there were only few people and almost whole library was empty, but she never leaves that last desk. Vine went towards there and put her all stuff over that and went towards the shelf to get the book which she Vine went there and started searching for the book. After searching for a few minutes, she found the book. She opened it, but then she left someone's presence behind her. She was about to turn back, but suddenly all library lights went off and someone backtalked Vine and put his hand on her mouth. She could smell the content from him that he was completely drunk. She came back on earth when he started speaking. Don't move. She heard his deep voice and sensed that hot breath that was hitting her soft neck. J.K. touched his head with her head and smelled her hairs and groaned, and then he went near to her ears and whispered, you smell like love. J.K. said in his deep voice. Vine tried to struggle again, but all went in vain. J.K. chuckled and said, stop struggling, you are making me hard. He again chuckled and Vine struggled again, making some noise, but J.K. gripped her tightly. He continued doing that, and without Vine knowing, she was also enjoying that, but then she came back in reality when she sensed that J.K. was about to put his hand inside her. She immediately started moving and hold his hand. J.K. chuckled and Vine tried to move away, but J.K. didn't let that happen. You know what? I hate myself for being this weak for you. You make me feel this weak for you, and I hate. But then when I remember it's you for whom I'm being weak, I enjoy it. I like being weak for you. J.K. said in deep voice, and Vine was listening to him, and he continued. Vine looked here and there to find Jackie, but she didn't find him anywhere. Vine's attention went towards her messed up condition. She was scared now, very scared of him. She hurriedly adjusted her dress and combed her hairs with her hand. She again looked here and there only to find him nowhere, and everything was normal but not for her. She went towards her desk and packed her stuff and immediately left from the library to go back her home. She wanted to go away from here because she thought, what if he comes back anytime? I was hiding here at the back to see her reaction, and it was so pleasing to see her in the messed up condition. Just like I wanted. It was fun and hope she don't do anything bad which will make her miserable. It is a time to say goodbye for today, but soon we will meet again. Because if it's love or obsession, I don't know, but one thing is for sure, I'm coming for you. Subscribe to my YouTube channel to watch next part.